Hello everyone, welcome you all on my channel Gagan Maths Lab. As you can see, today's topic is on construction. So we will learn to draw the angles, the basic angles, and using compass and scale only. And this is one of the basic that we need in every part of the construction. But usually we are not clear with the basic of it. So today we will clear the basics also, the basic knowledge plus the construction part, how to use the compass and everything to continue with it. So let's try to do these questions on the topic construction, which will be based on the angles. Let's do it. Before starting it, I would like to say you to like and share my video so that others can have the benefit of it. So without wasting the time, we will continue with it. So as it is written there, construction of basic angles. Basic angles are usually, we are having basic three angles which are of the 60 degrees, 90 degrees and 120 degrees. Okay, so first of all we will learn how we will construct 60 degree, 90 degree and 120 degree, and then we will learn how by using these three angles we can construct all other type of angles. First of all, I am trying to construct an angle of 60 degrees. So let's draw a line of any of the measure. I just name it A, B. So now I will have any of the radius according to it. And as I have told you that we must know how to use the compass properly. It should be balanced. Now I will have A as a center, and with any radius we will try to construct a semicircle. And now where it intersects here we will take it as a center and draw an arc here. This will cut our semicircle here. So now what we will do, we will use a scale and we will join these 2 points. One is this one is this A, this I am naming as C. Now join A and C. So this angle XAB is of 60 degrees. So now you can see how easy it is, right? And you know what, while we have drawn the angle of 60 degrees, from here even we can continue as the same, using the same radius as we have taken before and the same figure. As I have drawn 60-degree there, we will have one more of the arc. This arc is showing us 120 degrees, and while I will join this D with A, I will get an angle of 120 degrees, right? So I will try to construct it here on separate, and from that even I will show you, like, see, if I am joining A and D point here, so the measurement of this angle Y, A and B, that will be of a 120 degrees. And using that 60 degree and 90, I will try to bisect these angle. So I'll get 120. I'll show you how it, like I have drawn another line there of any of the measurement. I am naming it same like A and B. Now again I will draw a semicircle there, a 60 degrees, a 120. The here will be one more arc drawn, while I have taken this as a center and bisect or intersect this previous arc, and now I will get a one more point here which I am naming it as a C. So now what we will do, we will join A and C. So this is showing 90 degrees. So these are basic angles which are required to construct each kind of the angles. Here, like a first arc I have drawn is a 60 degrees. The second arc we have drawn, or cutting the which is cutting the semicircle, is showing the angle of 120 degree. And while we are taking the bisection of these two angles by using these two as a center and draw the another two arcs like here we did, so we will get an angle of 90 degrees. Now by using this, I will explain you how by using these all we can construct many of the angles. Like here, first of all, we have learned about the 60-degree angle. Now if I want to construct an angle of 30 degrees. What actually it is? 30 is a half of 60, right? And while I will do the half of 60 degree, I will get a 30 degrees. Now if I want to construct an angle of 15 degrees, that I know this is the half of 30 degrees. So by just using the 60's half we will get 30, and by using the 30's half we will get 15. Now we will learn how we will do the half of it. Let's do it on the next page. For doing that, we will draw a line first. We are naming it a P and Q. Now, as I have told you, it will be a half of 60 if I am about to draw an angle of 30 degrees first, and then I will construct an angle of 15 degrees from the same. So first of all, we have taken any of the radius and draw a semicircle, and then draw an arc which is cutting the semicircle. It is showing us the 60 degrees, but we do not want the 60 degrees, we want to half it. So the method of doing half of it, I want the half of 60, so I will choose a 0 degrees. 0 degree is here, this is 0 degree, this is 60 degree. If I want to half the 60 degree, that means I will use this 0 degree as a center and 60 degree as a center, and I will draw two arcs as we have drawn in the angle of 90 degree. So first of all, I have taken this as a center and same radius. I have drawn one of the arc. Again, by taking this point of the 60 degree as a center and the same radius, I have drawn another arc. So by doing this, if I am saying this as a point O and this as a point R and this as a point S, now we will join it by using scale P and S. We have joined these two lines. So this is an angle of 30 degrees. Now while we get the angle of 30 degree from same, here is the 30 degree. Every time, please keep it in your mind, every time while we are constructing angles or taking the points to bisect the angles, this must be on a semicircle where it is intersecting. So this is our semicircle and line is intersecting here. This will be our point to do the half of 30 degrees. So same ways, same, I want to half of 30 degrees, I will choose a 0 degree and the arc will be extended. Now I want the half of 30, so my center point will be this 30 degrees and I will draw another arc. Now we will get another point, name it like A. Now I will join P with A. Join PA. So my this angle XPQ is showing 15 degrees. So I hope it is clear to you all that while we are doing the half of any of the angle and we are getting just by using the 60-degree angle, we were able to get the angle of 30 degrees by just doing the half, and while we have done the half of the 30-degree we get 15 degrees. Now by using the same method we will get another angles. Yes, now on a same way we will try to construct a few new of the angles, like we on a previous sheet we have drawn an angle of 90 degrees. Now from 90, just you tell me it now. If we have 90, what is the half of 90? That will be 45. Now suppose if I want to construct an angle which is a half of 45 degrees, then 45's half will be 22 and half. So if otherwise by using compass I will say you it will be difficult, but if we will use the same method of doing the half, then it will become easy for us. Like we have already drawn the angle of 90 degrees. Here is the point of 90 degree which is intersecting the semicircle. So what we will do, here we are taking it as a 90 degree point, here we are taking it as a 0 degree. Now if we want to half the 90 degrees, what we will do, we will try to have the same radius first, that is the important part. Now we will choose this O point and draw another line, sorry, arc, and now we will choose a 90 degrees and draw the another arc which will cut the previous arc. Here if it is cutting at P, then we will join A and P. Join this A and P. Where these arcs are cutting each other, this point is known as P, right? So this angle that this line Y. So Y, A and B is showing the angle of 45 degrees. Now by doing the half of 45 we will get an angle of 22 and half. It is as easy like if I am supposing that point as a D point where it is intersecting on a semicircle and using the same radius C, and here is the another arc we have drawn 45, half of 45 I want, so I will use the point D. Now again by using the same method we get another point, we are naming it here as Q. Now we will join A and Q. Now we have drawn this line, I am naming it X. So now you can see just by doing the half of something we get here an angle of 22 and half degrees. So just you can also check it now कि just by using the 60 we get next two angles. Now just by having the 90 degree or using 90 degrees and doing the half of it we get another two angles. In a same way we will have a few more of the angles, like we can say it what if we were having, we have to construct an angle of 135 degrees or 150 degrees, then or if I want to construct an angle of 75 degrees, then how we will do it? For that we have to go through one of the procedure and we have to check out, like if we want to have few of the angles like 135, what we can say about 135? Yeah, 135 how we can get it, like if I am saying you here is an 90, here I want half of 180, what is the number which will doing exact half of this from a numbering 90 to 180? ठीक है, or we can understand it in a way like 90 plus 45 is equals to 135. This is a one way that we can understand to construct an angle of 135 degrees, or another way we can understand it in a way कि 135 is the number which is doing the exact half of this numbering 90 to 180, right? So now what we will do, first of all, for doing this, firstly we will draw an angle of 90 degree, and then after drawing the angle of 90 degree, let's take a line. We have drawn a line AB. Now we will try to construct a semicircle. So this is the point. Here we get 60. Here we get 120. Here we will draw one another arc, and here is another arc like this. This will be an angle of 90 degree there. As I have told you that we just need a point on the semicircle, as while we were doing or constructing the angle of 45 degrees, we were doing the half of 90 and 0, because 45 is the number which is dividing 0 to 90 numbering in a half. Okay, so same as I have told you that we have used the 0 degree and 90, here we are using the 90 degrees and 180 degrees as a center point. Here is the 180 degree. We should have a radius. There is one arc from 180, another arc from 90 degrees. That is the important thing, that we have to use the semicircle to draw it. Now we will construct a line to this side. Suppose this point was C, so I have joined AC. So this whole angle is showing 135 degrees. Now again, by using the same ways, can you tell me, by using 135 degree angle, one more angle which we can draw by using this 135? Yes, it will be the half of it, and that will be the half of 135 is 67 and half. So means by using the same way we can get the angle of 67 and half also. Now check how we will do. There is one of our arc, and this is the angle of 135 degree. Here I have drawn one arc. It will intersect here. Just check how we did. I am repeating it. This is the point on semicircle where it is showing the 135. So I will choose this point and 0, because I am doing the half of 135. So I will take that 135 and 0 as my center points. By using these two 0, I have drawn an arc. By using 135, I have drawn an arc. It is intersecting here. Name it like D. Now join A and D. This is a ray AY, which is drawing an angle of this 67.5 degrees. Now I hope it is clear to all of you, and just tell me it in the comment section that how it is explained, or how is the video, and all your suggestions, and moreover like and share and subscribe also. Now without wasting time, we will move further and try to solve few of the more questions, like what if we have to draw an angle of 150 degrees. Now we will try to construct that. Can you tell me, by doing the bisection of which two angles we will get an angle of 150 degrees? Yes, it will be the half of 120 and 180. You can check. While we will do 180 minus 120, we will get 60, and the half of 60 is a 30. So while we will add these 2 points, 120 add 30, we will get 150. So in the same way, first of all we will draw an angle of 120, and then we will do the half. Here is a semicircle that we have drawn. This will be 60, this will be 120. Now we want half. See, now I do not need to draw any line to show the angles because our marking is already on the semicircle. So this is showing the 120 degrees. As I have told you that we have to do the half of 120 and 180. So first of all I will use 180 and draw an arc, and then I will use 120 and draw an arc. Here I get another point. I am naming it as A, B, and this will be the C. Now join A and C. This ray, this XAB angle will be of a, this measurements will be of a 150 degrees. So I think it is clear to you all that how we can construct an angle of 150 degrees. So now you will tell me it in the comment section that how will you construct that angle of 105 degrees. Okay, so thank you all, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the knowledge shared in this video, then please like, share and subscribe it, and share it for others' help also. Thank you everyone.